Let's take a look at the situation in eastern Indonesia, in Papua. We have seen incidents of torture, human rights abuses carried out by security forces against indigenous Papuans. There was a recent incident where a man was put in a barrel and tortured by security personnel. When you see those incidents, what is your reaction?
You know, we are the fourth largest population in the world. We are the size of Europe, right? We have many incidents, I'm sure. There are violations. But you compare what's happening in many parts of the world, you know. I'm not defending it. We have taken, I think our record, we have taken measures to punish our security forces who have violated. But if you compare with the size of Indonesia, with the size of the population...
The incidents seem to be concentrated, though, in Papua rather than throughout the country.
How do you know that? Have you been there? Why didn't you go there?
Well, it's very difficult, actually, for foreign media to enter Papua.
You talk Papua as if... I'm not defending all incidents we will deal with seriously, but, you know, your question a bit one-sided. Why don't you open the YouTube or the channels of these so-called Papua independence movement? On their channel, you can see how they mistreat their own people.
So would that be ensuring the security of the situation in Papua? How can that be done?
Look, Indonesia is not only Papua. We will ensure security all over Indonesia, right? And our approach is always to negotiate. You know, these terrorists who attack their own people, who attack schools, burn, kill civilians. You talk about one incident.
Yes.
Do you know that they killed workers on the road?
Yes, I know that there are.
But you didn't ask about it. How many workers they killed? Unarmed civilian workers. How many workers they killed? 2, 3, 4?
There have been many incidents. There have been many incidents.
Yeah, what I'm saying is,
civilians.
they carry out acts of terrorism. They what do you call it? Took a hostage, which they have not released, an unarmed foreign civilian, right?
Yes.
Where is the indignation from the NGOs, from the foreign press? No.
I think perhaps the indignation is for both sides, just for people to live safely, Mr. President-elect. And
oh yeah, we will secure the safety of our people. They've been attacking civilians many, many times. And you guys don't report that.
Well, we try to report the full story.
It's there. They propagate it.
There is a perception from some human rights groups in Indonesia that perhaps what the situation needs is less militarization.
That's our national territory. We are not guided by NGOs. We will be guided by our national interest.
There was an earlier, perhaps not a commitment, but something like a promise that the Jokowi administration would allow some observers from the UN to enter Papua to take a look at the situation. But that visit did not happen. Do you see that as something that should happen so that perhaps there can be fewer questions about what is going on?
I will study the situation. I will study the situation.
And perhaps a visit could take place under your administration?
I will study the situation, but as I said, we will think about our national interest.